must be dependable beyond doubt or question. He must never flee from the face of his foes. He must be generous to all, and always and everywhere he must be the champion of the right and the good. The laws of our society, the customs of the kingdom, require that a knight be proud, as you have demonstrated to be.
Right there.
That you are upon the nothing to life. Okay, require that a knight be proud, as you have demonstrated you are upon the field. That a knight be courteous, as you have shown yourself to be, and as these worthy gentlemen and ladies attest in your behalf. Do you desire to accept the burden of knighthood and swear fealty to the crown, Duffer Cole?
Yes.
Then pledge me your promise. You got the words. I want you to read that. You don't need to get up. My commercial. Okay. Oh, that's true.
I can't see anything.
Okay.
My eyes are in the water. I'm curious.
All right. You want me to? You be
Oh.
silent. All right. Here's what he's going to repeat to you.
Don't look at me that way.
He swears fealty and homage to the crown of the desert winds.
I do.
To ever be good knight and true, reverent and generous, shield of the weak, obedient to his Lord, foremost in battle, courteous to all at all times, and the right and the good. Thus sweareth Duffer Cole.
I see.
Thank you.
I'd like to know.
Did you want anything else? Have us go.
She needs to go. It's going down. Jester, get that chair out of the way.
In remembrance of oaths given and received,
In remembrance of your lineage and obligations.
and to Amsgard. Rise, Sir Duffer Cole.
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Duffer Cole, this too I hear and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given freely with love and service, with honor and oath binding. Always remember to wear your trappings of knighthood as a sacred trust, that the obligations of knighthood will demand your efforts every moment of your life. Let us begin.
The sword! Yes, His Majesty. There is a sword.
I'm supposed to have said, is there a sword? Is there a sword?
Yes, Your Majesty, there is a sword. For Duffer, we're using an axe.
I'm not going to ask for it.
2 edges. One edge cut to the truth. One edge, Her Majesty's service. And a sheath for mercy.
The belt.
The belt.
Is there a belt?
Yes, my liege, there is. Sir Fitz shall offer up the belt. The knight's white belt symbolizes purity and chastity, that a knight must reign in his body steadfastly, avoiding the scandals of the body, gluttony, sloth, and lechery. Purity of purpose and a new beginning of rebirth, like a baptism, to begin again the steps on the path of chivalry. Ever vigilant to the needs of the kingdom and the crown shall be your motto.
The spurs.
Are there spurs? Let's wait till the belt gets around, okay? It's a big circumference.
You got away from eating pie.
Yes, my liege, there are spurs.
Let us wait for the belt to get wrapped. I'm thirsty.
Sir Vex shall offer up the spurs. As a knight's spurs goad the war horse, so should they goad the knight to valor, service, diligence, and swiftness. Let the spurs hasten the knight on his duty, that he might maintain his order in the high honor that belongs it. By placing precious golden spurs near his feet, the knight displays disdain for worldly fame. They should be worn with honor and discretion, lest they be hacked from their heels in shame or disgrace.
The mantle.
Is there a coat of arms?
Yes, my liege, Duchess Taryn shall offer up the mantle, by your leave. These arms ensure that all might know this knight from afar, and judge him, fair or foul, to ensure obedience to the order of knighthood. It symbolizes the hardship and the travail that a knight will suffer foremost in battle, and always placing his body between his kingdom and her foes, just as a surcoat receives any blows, rain, or insult before the armor and body of the knight.
The chains.
We've got to get to the light, because you can hear this. The canonism has been invested with the trappings of the office of knighthood. Where is the chain which will bind him to his oath of fealty?
Yes, my queen, Sir Lofter shall offer up the chain. The chain is to signify the purity of the chain of fealty, which binds this knight and his sovereigns to one another. The chain is heavy, to symbolize and remind the knight of the heavy responsibility he bears. The chain is strong and runs around the neck of the knight, signifying obedience to the commands of his sovereign and his order.
These trappings of knighthood being bestowed upon you are important to us, and I charge you to keep record of your rights, attorney. Use it as a guide to help others at all times, and to remind you of the weight of your oath now and forever, as you leave a legacy of service and love to your kingdom and to Antwerp. Lord Ferdinand.
Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Okay, there will be a vigil held for Duffer.
Wait.
To all present, and beyond Her Majesty Queen Machine Dirge, of the most sovereign realm of the Kingdom of Desert Winds, to send commendations and greetings. Be it known that the one of its noble citizens, who has dedicated himself time and time again, his constant sense of chivalry and devotion, along with his generosity to the growth and well-being of the kingdom, has received notice by his peers. The wishes of her people that on this day, August 20th of the year 2011, Count Master Duffer Cole shall kneel before the court esquire and rise a knight of the noble order of the flame.
3 cheers for Sir Duffer Cole, Knight of the Flame! Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip! Hurrah! Hip! Hurrah! There will be a vigil held for Duffer at the tent over by the light. The tent over by the light. We would invite you all to come and say some words to him to help him on his journey. Thus closes the Court of the Desert Winds.